Hi, we're looking at more fraction skills. Today it's LCM, or lowest common multiple, and GCF, or greatest common factor. If you can do multiples and factors, you can do LCM and GCF. The only difference is we're comparing lists instead of just writing one list. So for example, if I said what's the LCM lowest common multiple of 2 and 5, first we'd start out by listing our multiples, which we can do with our multiplication chart or a calculator. We just go through the list. I suggest looking at the bigger number, bigger starting number, and looking at those multiples first. So 5 is a multiple of 5, obviously. Is it a multiple of 2 as well? Scan the list. No, it's not. 10 is a multiple of 5. Is it a multiple of 2 as well? Yes, it is. So 10 is a common multiple. It's the lowest common multiple. There's no multiple that's lower that these two lists both have in common. So for this, my LCM of 2 and 5 is 10. Sometimes you can compare more than two lists. For example, multiples of 3 and 4 and 8. If they're already written out like this, great. Usually write maybe about 5 multiples to start, but sometimes that's not enough. Like in this case, in these lists of multiples, they don't have anything in common, so we have to write the list a little bit longer. So the multiples of 8 already go up to 48, so we can keep that short. Let's write a couple more multiples of 4, so 28, 32, and we have to extend this list of multiples of 3, 21, 24, 27. Okay, let's see if that's enough. Again, start with the bigger number, 8. I have that in common with my multiples of 4, but not multiples of 3. What about 16? Okay, again, it's in my multiples of 4, not my multiples of 3. What about 24? Okay, 8, 4. Okay, there it is. It's in my multiples of 3, so that's my lowest common multiple of 3, 4, and 8. It's 24. Looking at greatest common factor, again, we're just comparing lists. This time it's lists of factors. Here's my list of factors of 24. Let's factor 32. So 1 times 32 is 32. 2 times 16. So fix that. 3 times, 3 doesn't work. 4 times 8. 5 doesn't work. 6 doesn't multiply to make 32. 7 neither, and then that brings me to 8, which I already have, so we're done. Now we just scan our list, but this time we start at the right hand side, or the largest factors. 24 and 32, not in common. Let's look at our biggest number here. 32, not in common with my factors of 24. 16, do I have that in my factors of 24? No. 8, do I have that in my factors of 24? Yes, I do. It's right there. So that is my greatest common factor, GCF, of 24 and 32. GCF is 8.